What's up, guys? My name's Clutch, and yesterday I was watching a video by Fisticuffs. He uploaded this video to his second channel, and if you want, I'll link it in the description below. I mean, it's kind of interesting if you want to hear about it, but basically, he was talking about how Call of Duty Ghosts on the Xbox 360 alone is down 800,000 copies of the game compared to last year's stats. And for Call of Duty, this has to be extremely concerning. At least I would think so, because usually the Call of Duty developers make most of their money at release. I believe the majority of copies of the game are sold, at the release within that first week, or are pre-order sales. So when you're down 800,000 units on just one console alone, that's a bit of a concern, 800,000 copies times $60 a copy. I think that's like $46 million. I could be wrong on that math, I'm doing it in my head, but I believe that's $46 million. And that's just one console, so if you maybe throw in, just say, 400,000 for the PS3, I guess according to Fisticuffs, the sales for the PS4 also are very weak in terms of the number of copies. So overall, sales are just down across the board. And for the Call of Duty developers, that is probably not a good sign. However, for us consumers, indirectly, it does mean something good. What it means is that people are finally realizing that Call of Duty is not the game it used to be. That all the things the developers promise us, like a better game with, better gameplay, hit detection, all that stuff, all those were lies, and they're not actually going to change anything. Now, the fact that they're so low on sales compared to how they've been in the past possibly means that they might actually try to improve some things for the game, because if they don't, then their post-launch sales are going to go down even more. Because here's the thing, here's how it all works. Ever since, if you combine Call of Duty 4 and World at War together, because Call of Duty wasn't really big back then, you start with Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 2. All 4 years, the sales at release went up. But after Black Ops 1, sales in the long term went down. Now, with Call of Duty Ghosts, right now, it is looking like both numbers are going to be lower. Because, if you buy the game at release or you pre-order it, you don't know how it's going to play. So if it ends up sucking, you already bought the game, and you already gave them your money. So if those sales are low, and people that didn't buy the game go on YouTube and watch gameplay and hear commentators talk about it, or maybe they rent the game and they don't like it, then they're not going to buy it. And if less people are buying the sales, or paying for the sales after that first week and after the release, then they're going to be losing an exponentially large amount of money. So what that means is they are going to have to change what they're doing. They can't keep feeding us the same crap, because they've been doing that for 5 years now, or 4 years, and people are finally starting as a whole to catch on and not support their product. So although it's maybe concerning for a diehard Call of Duty fan, or possibly a Major League gamer, because they kind of rely on the rest of the community for support, at the same time, it also means that the developers are going to have to do something drastic to bring attention to the game and reel some of those sales that they're going to lose back in. Maybe that means, more free DLCs, more map packs, more, downloadable weapons. With Black Ops 2, they tried to give us a lot of weapon XP and just regular double XP, and that really didn't cut it for me, because there were just so many problems with Black Ops 2. Overall, it's just a frustrating game, And as a result, I mean, unless they're giving away free map packs, I wasn't going back on the game. I haven't played it in a long time, and I plan to keep it that way. Of course, unless I just want to mess around. I'm done playing this game seriously, though. But, you know, with Ghosts, even though it's a totally new game, we've never played it, we probably shouldn't be making these presumptions. If the sales are down that low, no matter how good the game plays, they're going to have to put some sort of incentive out there to lure in possible customers. Especially because a lot of their long-term supporters, such as myself and others, are no longer in such large support of their game. We're tired of asking for things to be fixed that are not being fixed. And as a result, a lot of people are not buying the newest game. I wouldn't blame it on Infinity Ward, okay? Don't blame the low sales on Infinity Ward because it's not necessarily their fault. You know, Sledgehammer made the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. Treyarch made the Black Ops 2 multiplayer. So you can't blame Infinity Ward for Call of Duty Ghosts and the low sales. Now, after the game comes out, any of the problems that we encounter, yes, we can blame them. But anything that's gone on up to this point, we can't necessarily blame them because, you know, they have not fully made a game until Ghosts. So this will be our first chance to see the new Infinity Ward, you know, being that the old Infinity Ward left and formed Respawn Entertainment. And we'll have to see, you know, how their first game ends up working out. Of course, there's a lot of pressure on them to get things right. We know Treyarch has a knack for ignoring the community, or at least the general gaming community. There were so many easy problems they could have fixed in Black Ops 2, but they chose to ignore those to focus on competitive. Not really the best move, because now look at the sales and how they're suffering for Ghosts, all because of lack of support for the community. But, you know, maybe Infinity Ward will surprise us and fix the problems we ask, come out with a good game, and actually put Call of Duty back in the right direction. It's tough to tell. You know, the game's going to be out in, what, 6 days? So until then, it's obviously just speculation. Hopefully there's some good news once the game actually comes out, guys. But if you have anything to share about the topic I discussed, the lower sales, or what that might mean for Call of Duty, feel free to share your opinions below. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.